Oh, why am I not getting a freeze? Alright, let's try a little Death Knight, see if it's any good.
Darkness falls over these lands.
Oh, Reska's good. Let's take Reska. We want is a lot of Excavate. Yeah, this is probably fine. Okay, there's one Excavate. Garbage here. Let's take Sidekick. Tomb Guardians is okay. Proto Drake's okay. Let's take Tomb. Army, good. Our transformation is okay. I don't want any of this. Let's do this. If we get a lot of Excavate, it could be good. Ooh, there's two. I do like Pile of Bones, but we need to be able to resummon Reska. Projectionist, copying Reska, or our Excavate could be good. There's a third Excavate. Really like the art on that guy. Whelp could get us another Reska or Excavate. Sinister Soul Cage, insane on Reska. It's a good Reska deck. Oh my god, I love the Brewmaster. We got 4 Excavates in our first 15, and we got the Farmhand, which can discover Reska. And we got the Farmhand that can discover Reska. Okay, this is our first, like, just awful card, but that's okay. You know, you gotta have some awful ones. Let's take the Tendi. These aren't great. Let's take the Golem. Oh, another Reap. I like the Forged card. I do like Howling Blast, too. Let's grab a Howling Blast. Take a Worm over Feywing. Remorseless or a third army? I guess I'll take a Remorseless. This card's great. I think Eulogizer's better than Anti-Magic Shell. These are terrible. Let's take Body Bagger. Take a Brewmaster for our Skeleton Cruise. Another Projectionist. Honestly, I think Projectionist might be like really ridiculously good for our deck. I'm gonna take a Baron too to cycle through our deck. This deck is good. Don't loiter in the halls to your chat. Never compliment your streamer. He is a sinkhole for money. There's an alligator wearing AirPods. You can't shake hands with Adnak. Who's that? After all, well, they both might be green. Never envious. Well, Cam. Sub the draft. Retire if you have any ethics. Nasty deck. We're delving into treasure with this deck. Let's hope. Looks really, really strong and really fun. Not a Helia deck? It looks fun at least. Yeah, this is better than a Helia deck.
Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mouth.
Remember, Farmhand has the 4th highest deck win rate of any card in Death Knight, the highest win rate class, and the cards that are higher than it are like Reska, which we also have, which we kind of have like 4 copies of Reska, and Ysera. We have enough treasure? We have more than enough treasure. We have 2 Reap What You Sow, 2 Skeleton Crew, and this guy. So we have 5 treasures, plus ways to brew back the treasure minions. We have 3 ways to brew back treasure minions, and we have ways to discover treasure spells. This deck, I think, is more likely to go 12 than 3. Why'd you not take the 5-mana Rush Undead spell? Because we already had 2 of them, and we took something else that was good. I can't remember what. There's diminishing returns on a card like that because each one uses up your corpses, so the second or third one is harder to get full value on.
Welcome to the exhibit.
Rare Priest Gamer, don't see too many of them. Sunspot, not what you want here. Good for next turn. I guess we just do this. And guess I'll take a Howling Blast. None of them are great for me right now though. Priest has a legendary dragon that's pretty OP. What's their legendary dragon? I don't think I've drafted a priest yet. We need to draft a priest. I bet we draft a priest and go like 5 wins or whatever with it, even though it's got like a 30% win rate. I bet we go like 4 or 5. It could be fun. We'll draft a priest the next time it's not up against warrior, DK, or rogue. What is that? Skeleton Crew. Wow. Discover plus AoE equals a dragon. Oh, the Murazond? It's a Murazond, right? It's the Highlander card. Did every class that didn't get Excavate get 2 Highlander cards, or did Priest get 2? Because don't they have Elise as well? Not every class got 1, but maybe they all got 2. Hunter has that 3/4 immune guy. Who else has what? Demon Hunter has something. They have the one that damages your hand, right? For the wild exclusive set? Oh, okay, that one's not from the new set. Okay, that makes sense. Rescue can only steal minions and not locations? Correct. This deck is so fun. Excavating is fun. Get a copy of the card that killed this. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna kill it with my hero power. Reborn? That's not good. I think,
Death call.
Is this a 4 mana 4/5 rush? It's not 2 mana, right?
Calls to you.
4 mana 4/5 rush. You just ignore it for now, I guess. Sure. Funny how you can chain discover Bronze Explorers. Yeah, any card that's in 2 sets at the same time in Arena can generate / discover itself. So because it's in Descent of Dragons originally and they reprinted it in Core, you're discovering the other version depending on which one you have. Which is, I'm sure, the same reason why when I get offered an Aya in a draft, I don't get a golden Aya, even though I have a golden one in my collection, because I'm getting offered the Caverns of Time Aya, which is kind of annoying. I find that more annoying than a card discovering itself. Ralph, I'm discovering myself. Who's Ralph? Is this Wreck-It Ralph? What am I doing with my turn? I don't want to give him this. That card is so annoying. It's so annoying with Reborn. Could just give it a hero power. I can give him this, but then I can't hero power. Army, just give him a 2/2. Don't want to give him that. I don't want to use my army for this. I'm not that afraid of it. I'm telling you, I'm not afraid anymore. Did you hear me, chat? I'm not afraid anymore.
Can't stand the cold.
Whatever, he gets 1 treasure. He doesn't have a legendary treasure. Who cares? Army it? I mean, I lose 1/2/2 by casting an army here. Unless I want to trade with it. And then it's already getting something good. Here, what did we give it? A 4 mana 3/3? For him, that's a lot worse. And then a 1 mana 1/1 that dies at the end of the turn or whatever. That's fine too. Isn't Excavate card useless? I mean, it's not useless. It's a 4 mana 3/3 that can give him a 0 mana deal 3. Can let him discover a 0 mana 2-drop for 0. It can give him 2 coins for 0 mana. I mean, it's not useless. Certainly not premium for him in the same way that it's premium for us, though. Yeah, that was good. For me. What's another one down? Fear is sensible for horses in a glue factory. You've never been inside of a glue factory. You're not what I would call a glue guy. Excavate? No excavate. You have been inside of a horse. No, that horse was inside of me. There's a difference. Also, yes, but I was stranded on Mount Everest and I crawled inside of a horse carcass to stay warm. There's a difference. What's up, Iron? How are you, man? Does the 4th excavate roll into a 1st if you don't have a legendary? Yes, 4th one will be the 1st. It's kind of a cool card. Wow, if you got Reska there, nasty. Yeah, and then my 5th excavate as a Death Knight will roll into the 1st. I get to push 8. I get to develop 2 minions. It's a little sticky. Pretty good. What's up, Killer? How are you, man? Long time no see. Month? 3 weeks? 2 weeks? 2 months? Not that long, but too long. New place? Same place. Same place. New camera. And the camera is inverted now. Kinda cool. Smellyhead plays Arena? Yeah, Smelly's coming back. Everybody's coming back. Well, look at my opponents. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, traveling. Oh, nice. Nice. Traveling is always fun. Well, not always, but most of the time. I get an epic treasure. Epic. Oh, maybe I should have played that. That's epic? Kind of a turd. All this removal. I guess I'll be able to one more treasure and I'll be able to I mean, we would have won the game. Oh. We would have won the game if we didn't roll a lightning storm last turn. Those blinds are sketch. I don't trust them at my old place to keep lookers out. Well, they can't touch them. They're on the inside. And then there's a sliding glass door that they can't, you know, mess with. That's covered in spiders. It's also covered in spiders, I might add. If you count the blinds, keep people out, you should hear about doors. Yeah. Got for work, then I took time off to explore. Got stuck in Iceland for a while. Did you know that Greenland is covered in ice and Iceland is mostly green? You might know that now that you've done exploring. My friend told me that. Its name? Gordon Bombay. Even those blinds have peak spots easily. Well, if anybody ever has peeked in, they've probably just seen me in my naked butthole, so they probably didn't decide to peek in a second time, would be my guess. Greenland is a scam country. Watched a YouTube video about Liechtenstein. Man, there's a scam country for you, poet. We should go move to Liechtenstein. Open up a tax haven. Stop telling people about the peak holes. Brewing back the untargetable could have been okay. Yeah. But it's like, do I really care about it? And if he has nothing on board, like, how's he gonna kill it, right?
Take a good look. You ain't never created a temporal anomaly. Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light. Very dead or alive.
You ain't never seen the light of day. Take a good look. You ain't ever seen the light of day. Second's gonna go like 30-0. A lot of people, blind peeping toms, last thing they saw was Red's butthole. True. This guy's getting dunked on. Nexty, you ain't wrong, brother. I'll show him our dirty rat.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen the light.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen the light of day. I had to wait for the US Customs to verify my identity. Crazy how long it takes. That's crazy. Do you have any pictures or anything of Iceland? I'd like to see Iceland, or at least parts of it, the parts you decided to photograph. Not many people know, but just outside the screen, there's a glory hole in the curtains, too. Some people know that, but not many people.
The Lich King versus Madi.
Let the games begin. All will serve me in death.
Oh man. Still playing Genshin? It's big there in Iceland, ironically, is it? We were playing yesterday. Our sponsorship currently has ended. We don't have anything lined up right now. So we'll have to see. About Liechtenstein, there's a funny story. Some years ago, some Switzerland soldiers who did exercises in the forest got lost and stumbled into Liechtenstein. And they lack an army. People choked. They invaded and conquered Liechtenstein. Oh, that's not good. Or maybe it is.
Welcome.
I don't want to fall too far behind. Hey, Rudy. Thank you, Rudy, so much. Red staring into the abyss. Are you talking about Genshin? I got 5 stars. I was 3 seconds off of 6-starring the abyss. I'm a little bummed out about that. That's good. That's good. This could be good, and it's fun. We'll take it. Thank you, Rudy, gifting one to Element of Fear. Subdeaver, Jafar, Insane, and Evansy.
Poop in the mouth.
Candle Mudsliter.
Welcome to dog poop in the mouth.
I see you.
Hero power? I'm just playing this. Hero power kind of sucks here. Just gonna play it, just to have something on the board. We'll see. Have you gotten Purina? I did get Purina. She's level 70. That's not good for me. Alright, well, this thing about going 30-0, well, I guess I forgot other people get broken cards too. Trade it. I mean, we're not 100% dead.
Candle much lighter.
We can do a lot of cool things with our deck too. If you got Wind Fury, 10-drop weapon, summon 8-drops, and we get to that stage of the game, then yeah, it is over. He's got a cleave that summons 4s. We might be able to beat that. I need to throw this away. I guess I could not do this. I could cast this one. I'm not gaining any life though. Play that next turn. I'm gonna lose pretty much all of those. Alright, let's just use this. And this stops him from being able to cleave the 1, and now I'll have to take 5. I'd spent $80 to get her. My girlfriend got her in the first 10. Wow. I got like 60 or 70, I think, wishes in. I was getting close to the pity, I think. At least 50, but probably 70. How's the arena meta? They changed a lot. I think it's been really good, really well received. They changed the way that drafting kind of works, which they've just never done. Not for like years, probably 4 or 5 years. 4 years probably at least. Your first pick is always a legendary now, and you can't get more than 1 legendary, which I think is just a really good change. Lets you draft around legendaries and stops some opponents from having 5 titans and you having just nothing. So that's cool. I'm on pull 110 and no Hydra waifu. You lost a 50-50 then, right? Because 90 is the hard pity timer, right? I got Yemiko on one of those things. One few things I've ever done right. You do a lot of things right. Getting Yemiko, that's definitely one of them. 10? 7. What's happening here? Molten Rune. Why would he even forge that? Molten Rune. Okay. That's 16. I got Kiki to C2. Oh, yuck. Blizzard's been on point with the changes. Been playing Overwatch a bunch. 110's a lot. Hopefully you can get her. Yeah, hopefully the next one you got her. You gotta get her. If that means you gotta spend all your earthly money, then so be it. And so be it. I know he cleaves me, but what can I do? I don't have the luxury of having an Ignis weapon. I want to do that. Oh, I don't have any corpses. Oh man, this is just so hard to beat. Maybe if I had Reska. Does that help me? I can forge it and shoot something. Should I do this? I can forge it? I don't have the mana to be doing this right now. Can't even shoot one of these. Okay, let's throw that bird back. Maybe I brew the bird, the canary back at least. Buy me some time. Oh man, thanks for the follow. I don't know who that is. Thank you. We tried the new Rumble game. Yeah, I have a YouTube channel. It's oops, that's not what I wanted to do. It's
Reality.
It is what it is. It's a mobile game. It feels like a mobile game. I think there's some positive aspects to it and some stuff that you might Bitman, thank you for the follow. Bitman. Some stuff that, you'd like to be adjusted if possible, but,
Destiny calls to you.
It is what it is indeed. Yeah, it doesn't, I don't think it masquerades as like some AAA game or anything. Free to play. You can get a lot of fun for free and you can do almost everything for free. If you want to grind PvP and be like the world #1 ranked PvP player, you probably have to spend money or spend years, or months for sure, but probably years. But I don't really have an interest in that aspect of the game, so it's fine for me. Kill these two. could brew that one back. Man, I need another coin. Man, I need Reska. That's what I really need.
My rule is eternal.
I need Reska. I'll check it out. Feels like a worse MOBA and Clash Royale. I've heard most people who play Clash Royale and Clash Rumble in those games seem to find it to be a better version of those type of games. I've never really played them, so I can't really speak to it, but that does seem to be the sentiment on the Reddit in general. Is that if you if you liked one, then you'll probably like the other. If he goes low enough,
And serve your king.
then maybe this does something. I was just thinking about coining out a hero power. A-bomb copies the play when low. That's 7. Might be getting a little overzealous with it, maybe. Oh, never mind.
Where shall I strike?
I just need him to play one more minion. Shit. Let's just play one more. Just one more. Shit. It won't hit. 6, 10. I throw one back. It won't hit. Yeah. Let's concede. Well, the game's not 100% over, so I won't be doing that right now.
You look tasty.
50-50 for lethal? No, because the AoE is going to lower these things. Right? So this goes down to 5, but then the 4 goes down to 3, and the 5 goes down to 4. Man, no taunt? No taunt and maybe... Ooh, that's a strange order. No taunt and maybe we had a shot too. Maybe? We have things. We just need to find Reap What You Sow into a treasure that deals 3 damage to the whole board, and then we win. 20% for lethal. Darn. Our guy might not be dead. He may not be able to kill our guy. Can't be pinged. Same old mage playing other class cards. It's not right. How much more? I've got Remorseless in my deck. I have 2 Northern Navigations, which could give us a Remorseless. Wow, we're so close to lethal here. Reska's lethal. Tomb Guardians is not lethal. Sadly. Boy, if he didn't have another taunt, there's so many ways in which we could have won this game. And may still be able to. Decent cards left. Yeah, Reska was lethal. Skeleton Cruise, I don't know if they're lethal. Might get Evasive Worm. If we got Evasive Worm, I bet it was lethal. Does that give me the taunts? It does. Because some other stuff died. Man, him misplaying the order here has cost him a 6/6. Body Bagger, that's the literal worst draw in my deck. That's too bad. That's too bad. Remorseless. Skeleton Crew's probably no good anymore. It's really Remorseless, maybe Farmhand. I bet we draw Remorseless. Farmhand, not good. There are some probably outs. Eulogizer.
This realm of death.
Outplayed, for sure. For sure. That was an Ignis weapon on curve that got full value. We beat him. We beat him. Straight up.
The Lich King versus Geralt.
Victory or death! All will serve me in death.
Want that. It's gonna be cheap enough. Wow, I got 2 things too. Let's do this. Let's just play the long game. What do you think your cause of death will be? Cancer or heart attack, probably? Seems to be the statistical likelihood. Think about life? Those would be my guesses. Cancer here. High on shrooms. You know what I was thinking? Now, maybe this isn't what you want to hear while you're high on mushrooms. I'm gonna pick this up. I was thinking the other day that I kind of feel like, I'm not sure I'm gonna die. I think that sometimes. I'm really not sure I'm gonna die. I just don't know how to die. I know how to do so many things, but I don't know how to die. Think about that. What? I can't even coin. Oh my god, the card screws me. Oh my god, that's screwing me so hard. God, I've got everything I need. I want to die suffocating while a girl sits on my face. You probably don't really want that. That'd be terrifying. I want to die getting shot in the sun. You probably don't want that either. So I need to kill that. I want to die sleeping, unlike the passengers on my bus. Is that a Mitch Hedberg joke? Is that a Simpsons joke?
My shield for Argus.
Okay, that's great. I can at least cast my cards again. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I have 7 mana. Maybe I just rip 7 drop. It puts a minion down, gives me a taunt, helps fuel the Raska. If he trades them all, it gives me army, which fuels the Raska. I'll die before Red replace Priest and Arena. I play so much Priest, just not this meta. What's that thing to live? That thing was absolutely... my whole hand was coins. I actually really like they print a card like this, but I hate how good it was against me there. I mean, if he's not killing it, that's great. I'm getting another 1/1 then. He's taking 7 and like not playing a 6 mana 4/8 taunt or something. That's okay too. Just a hero power. I mean, he's a warrior. This game's gonna go long, but it's not the end of the world. Doesn't really help. Sure. I used to think about getting old as a kid, thinking, nah, I won't get old. I know how to do that. But nope, I got old. You're only 29 years old. Talk to me when you're my age, which will never happen. I'm older.
Lights go down. Horsey?
I want to die by being motorboated by Red Zesty, the common cause of death. That'll kill you. That'll kill you in a pretty nice way. Lady has a voluptuous figure. I'll give her that. And she is very kind and cool. I'll give her that as well. And that's where I'm ending this conversation of things to give her. I quote you, I was old when I started streaming, and I'm even older now. I'm as old as you were when you started streaming. I was 30. Closer to 31. Maybe 30. But I also looked really old and decrepit and looked like shit. So, as long as, I mean, everybody gets older over time, but you have the decided advantage of being very beautiful and thin and voluptuous. I didn't and don't necessarily have that advantage. I think I'm gonna do this first. Then I have the board space. I'm basically 30. Yeah, 30's cool. I'm at the age in my life where I look at someone who's like, I'll still take this, I think. I look at somebody who's like 23 or 24 and they seem like a kid to me. They seem like a youngster. I was watching like NBA basketball, and maybe that's not the best example, but it's like you watch NBA basketball and they'll interview these guys and it's like, he's 22, he's just been in the league like 1 or 2 years, and they're like, I'm like, dude, I don't understand anything they're talking about, you know? If you ever watch them have like a casual interview about like music they listen to or stuff, young people talking about like the Beatles, I don't want to be anywhere near a young person. No way, no man, no way, no how. Get these young people away from me. Such shit. Are you a boomer? I don't know, I'm 35 years old, so I'm definitely not a youngster. He's booming. Really cleaned up his act, I tell you what. Almost like Mr. Red got younger.
Who goes there?
I'm taking a shit and you guys are stressing me out about being old, not cool. You look like a banana leaf curl and dripping in morning dew. I feel that way sometimes. It's funny that you should mention that. I sometimes feel like a banana leaf curled with morning dew. Morning doo-doo. That's the combo. This is the wombo. At some point he's gonna play a minion worth taking, and I'm gonna take it twice. I feel like yesterday I was telling people I was 24. Well, you were, but you were lying to them. You were still 29 then. But that don't mean anything. You can still do that. You can lie to people any day. If people saw Taz, they would probably believe that she was 20 years old. And if they saw other parts of Taz, they might think this woman was crafted out of marble in the Roman Empire to be put on display in a form of human perfection. That's what they might think. I don't really know what everybody thinks all the time. It ain't that good. Could shoot one. I take his board. If I take the 5/6, it's good. Shoot one. Trade one. Trade one. Hero power one. I'm just gonna be able, I'm assuming, to do something somewhat miraculous. These cards at some point. I'd rather lie. I'm younger than in my 30s to myself. Never understood why people lie about being younger. Wouldn't you want to look younger than your age rather than older? Wouldn't it make sense to lie that you are older than you are? Some people do that. Some youngsters do that. So they can buy booze. Or so that they can date cougars. Or they can date the opposite of a cougar. Zelda's 23, that's the truest sign that we're all really young. Because he started hanging out here when he was like 19. All of Osprey's messages are just brain power. These are all of Osprey's messages ever. I'm 40 plus. Looks don't matter. Getting rid of my back and elbow pain is much more valuable. Really the most valuable thing you can get. Said to somebody, I was 18. They'd be like, shit, you look terrible. I said I was 50. They'd say, wow, you take great care of yourself. Yeah, maybe. I'm not talking to anybody. Anybody who looks at me or talks to me, I just give them the stink eye. I just give them the old weeping hobbit face. Ah, that hurt. But it was worth it to keep them away. Redbeard, okay. Tasmanian Devil, what's my mental age? Probably young. I still think farts are pretty funny. Question though. I have a beard like Redbeard. I still get ID'd for tobacco and energy drinks. Wait, you get ID'd for energy drinks?
It's your time now.
It's weird. But quaint.
Twist this, tighten that, and bolt over there.
Twist it, tightened up, and bolted over there. Think Discover is a busted mechanic? No. No. I think Discover can be improved by weighting the cards in the Discover pool in certain ways. Such as, like, Reska should not have the same odds of being discovered as Tomb Guardians, for example. But no, I don't think it's busted in that sense. I can stop the youth crawling on the ceilings. I saw teenagers trying to operate a rotary dial phone on YouTube and realized I'm old. I had that phone in my parents' hallway. Did you see that video? I did not. But we didn't have a rotary phone. So I'm not sure if I would know really how to use it exactly. I think I know how. But we didn't have one of those. We had phones with cords. Which is kind of strange to think about. Dial to the number and let it reset? Yeah, I think I could probably figure it out. I think we had a toy. And I think my mom, well, I'm sure my mom had one, so she probably explained it to me at one point. I think we had like a kid's toy or something, like a baby toy. I can vaguely remember, like they probably, it's the thing you gave to a baby or something. Or dreads. Goes beep beep, bong boop, and you're ballin'. Pro tip, get t-shirts made with your ID printed on them so you don't get asked for your real ones, and so scammers like me can steal your identity and open up a credit card. You don't know how to open up a credit card, Poet. You don't know how to do any of that. You don't know shit about shit when it comes to that type of stuff. Me, on the other hand, I could figure it out. Come on, dude. Such fart. I have so many good cards in my deck, and I have 2 bad cards. Back-to-back games, I got a copy of my bad card. Like, it starts in my opener, which is already detrimental, because I don't want to ever cast it. And then, get it back. I can't even use the special command here. I'm feeling too sad. Don't feel too sad. This guy doesn't stand for sadness. Stands for happiness. Look at him. We all can take a page out of Sebastian's life by being happy and kind. Eating cat food, which I'm going to be doing for a little while now. Because I bought a bunch. Oh, that'll be good, if as long as it doesn't hit the 3, 4. Sebastian is an aura of delight. That's what I think. He's going to eventually play stuff, right? I'm out of cards. I'm supposed to be excavating. I'm supposed to be farmhanding. I'm supposed to be rescuing the whole board.
The storm is in me.
Okay, I can take some of this board. I can take all of this board. It feels like shit though, doesn't it? I can take like this whole board.
My rule is eternal.
I can actually just clear this whole board, but I'm not taking anything. What do I get? Don't tell me it's common. Common! How could it be common? Strike costs 0. Let's kill that one because spell power's kind of annoying. Get another copy of that. Play it. I can shoot that.
What little time.
Play this. Not great. I think I will just throw it back. Just make it spend mana to get it back on the board. Still a big piece of my heart. I'm never getting another kitty. It's bust or bust. No, you'll get another kitty. Plus a baby goat. Can I take that? Can I be guaranteed to take that? No. I can be guaranteed to take that. I get an epic treasure. I don't want to leave that up. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do.
You ain't never seen a light again. Take a very good look. You ain't never seen a light again.
I mean, I could take another one, put another one down, but he's either gonna kill them all or not, right? Like, at least it buys me a turn to maybe hit another excavate. How does he have so many cards? What's happened? Nimbus gave him a card. This killed 3 of my cards for 1. That gave him a card. That killed 2 cards for 1. That gave him a card. That killed a card and gave him a card. That killed a card and gave him a card. Okay, I guess it makes sense. Wait, do I get with that thing? Okay, as long as I get my 6/6. Oh, I wish I could make the tumbleweed talk. I can get the tumbleweed.
Totems, my pretty totems, my pretties.
Choose a friendly minion, add a temporary copy of trade. I get this. If I can get another excavate, I can get the legendary mouse too. Taunt means I have to shoot here. Guess I can just do this and hit him in the face.
And serve your king.
I'd like to get the excavate going, but without the other excavate, it doesn't really matter that much. Pog, what's up, Tarantula? Bram? I'd be kind to all kitties, but no kitty would be as kind to Sebastian. That's what I think. No, I've had other kitties equally kind to him, and maybe one day I'll have another kitty equally kind to him. And he'll still be around, so there's that too. Death House should trigger first and then tumbleweed? No. Where's the kitty? He's probably nearby. He'll be coming out soon. Ooh. Reap what you effin' sow. Graham. Don't die to bloodlust. There are 4 important exposure points to which cats can spread disease. To human feces, bites, saliva, and contact with skin or fur and scratches. Toxoplasma, giardia, hookworms, roundworms, and other germs in their poop. Nightmare fuel right there to make you feel better. Well, I didn't interact with his poop. Seemed to do most of that outside, or all of it. Equip the Staff of the 9 Frogs. Wait, that's a 2/9? I thought it was a 1/9. And he gets a 1/1 with Taunt.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light
Temporal
again.
anomaly.
You know, I think we're both doing stupid things. I'd be honored and blessed to receive Bossy's worms. That you don't want those. Trust me, I heard from Dreads. You don't want to be a human with worms. I got punished by that staff earlier. I'm taking some characters here. Maybe he has a hard time killing the reborn one. Oh no, he never has. Oh, maybe he does. Oh, he just has like a lightning storm or something. Maybe he's just dead. That could be, right? Think it's too slow? It's kind of tough for me right here if he clears my whole board. Plays like a tumbleweed or something. You can't play a tumbleweed. Oh, I get that guy though. I have more projectionists if these live. Play this. Projectionist would be a great pickup here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skeleton crew. 4, 3 health. Darn it. Oh, I can freeze his face though. Freezing his face? I guess it's not that big of a deal. Man, how am I supposed to beat the taunts though? I can hit him in the face for 5. I guess that's fine.
My rule, rise and serve your king.
What is that weapon? It's a good. I think this card's pretty good. I mean, he might be dead if he doesn't have a taunt. He doesn't have a. Oh, man. It's so frustrating. That's so frustrating. Give up? You lost? I never give up and I never lose. I don't know if I need to hit his face or his minion. But he could be dead, right? Was he summoning a 4/4? Maybe he's never dead. Hit hero power? No.
All life must end.
Oh, God. It's such an unpleasant experience, but for him it was probably a lot of fun, would be my guess. Unfortunately, he had 6 board clears and quick draw. I can't believe we even made it that close. The lesson is, even when you think you have a 12-win deck, there's always a million people who have a better deck than you. Why is there a 16 health lifesteal? Do they want games to go to infinite turns? Well, the beauty of that card is it kills you the next turn, so that's good. Oh, yeah, not only does it fully heal you, fully remove your board, it also kills you the next turn. Pretty much guaranteed. So you don't have to worry about that sort of thing. Well, maybe I just shoot something and then if it's alive, probably doesn't want to trade into a 1/1, right? Not really sure. Without it being forged, still kind of not in a great spot. Maybe I just play Remorseless Winter here. Kill these 2. Draw a card. You obviously never played the mountain with Pit Boss in your hand. Yeah, I'm sure he was sniping. Dirty cheater. Of course. Of course.
The loss will be mourned.
I need the corpses. Sniping is okay if the opponent is live streaming. You think so? Not so sure I entirely agree with that. It's kind of lame.
Rise and serve your king.
I'm gonna do this because none of these seem acceptable. 4/9, and that Hunter's Pack certainly didn't give him, explosive trap here, right? I'm so bad at cool handshakes, you gotta practice.
Halt! Who goes there?
After your attacks, get an arcane shot. Good order. I'm gonna hit that, I guess. I know he has an arcane shot, but maybe it keeps my 7-5 alive. How do you practice handshakes with yourself, Red? Like this a little bit? Wait, oh, woo, what? Do like all the different angles, probably. Don't say your gigantic hog, I swear to Narnia. I didn't. I didn't bring up my gigantic hog. Just like I very rarely do initially bring it up. It's usually Twitch chat. It was the Swedish polo team before, not always me. Female Olympic polo team. Been away. Any new changes in the past week? Yeah, the set released, which means you can discover. I can play this and just shoot it. It might be worth it. Those are all shadow bells. Why am I not getting a freeze? What? Whole plan.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light again.
I'm assuming that's good enough. I just feel like I could have done so much more. But yeah, you can discover cards from the new expansion now, which I think makes a pretty big difference. It's fun though. It's still fun. I'd say it's been fun pretty much since they released this set, which is kind of scary to think about. Solid W. That was a good win. It was better than losing that shaman game. It was good to get a win pretty quickly there, right? Because I was annoyed.
The Lich King versus Malfuri.
I must protect the wild. All will serve me in death.
I definitely don't want that or that. Going second, I probably don't want the 4 mana 3/3. What do we want? We want like it's a better hand. It's our early game. Man, we have farm hands? I guess what we want is to get a farm hand on turn 2. That's not good for me. Please don't give him it's not so bad. There's a 1 mana 2/1/2. There's a 2 mana 1/2 that lets him draw at the end of every turn. This only gives him 1 draw. I can handle 1 draw. Drawing every turn though.
But slighter.
So fresh.
How to play Warrior in Arena, take all the taunt cards. And all the treasure cards. And the TNT Boom Boss. That's my advice.
The citadel stands strong. So fresh.
Point out a way to deal 3. It doesn't feel worth it. I need to get the corpses for Army of the Dead. Maybe coining that out on here, maybe? Get the free trade and then have it trade with one of these, maybe? What else? I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I get to draw a lot of cards before I have to make that decision. You can have a fun time with taunts and bombs. I think the 5 mana 3/6 that buffs your taunts +2/+2 is really strong. I think the card is really strong. Oh, are there plagues in his deck? I don't think so. Would help me if there were though. It's gonna do stuff. Can shoot there and shoot there. I don't really like it. It's okay. I get a 2-cost plague. Buy me a little time. Set up for an Army of the Dead. Yeah, I think that card's insane. I think the 2 mana 2/3 that discovers taunts is just good support. The 3 mana 4/1 weapon that oh, fuck off, dude. Fuck off. This deck is so good, and this experience so far has been so frustrating. It's very good in that regard.
My pain doesn't compare to your pain.
What else is really good in Warrior? I think Trial by Fire, Bellowing Flames. Just take all those cards, and you'll get offered them a lot of the time, so that's good too. Philosophian's 3 Trial by Fires in 1 deck. Crying. Yeah, that card is tough to beat 1. Why is Boom Boss a badly rated card? I don't think it is. But if it is, because it's an 8 mana 7/7 that doesn't do anything the turn it comes down, or the turn after, or the following turn. But sometimes in the right deck with a long game will sometimes just win you the game. So you kind of have to like keep that in mind. Oh man, if I could hit a Reska or 7, double shoot doesn't do it. I get my rat though, is that right? I get an epic treasure? Oh my god, I could just get my rat. What do I get? I get my Sunspot Dragon back with Reborn. Doesn't have Rush, right? Could double shoot that. Remove something? So many. I'm so close to clearing all this stuff. I deal 6 to a lot. Maybe I do just
We only need one.
do this. Maybe it's this next turn, clearing some portion of the board. What's the problem with Arena? Even if the meta is better, all the barcodes force you to retire OK decks, for sure. I've talked about it for a long, long time now, but the barcodes are the absolute biggest problem. And Blizzard's inability or unwillingness to address it, you know, for sure diminishes the amount of fun you can even possibly have. 2, 4, 2, absolutely. Get it? And then 2, 4. I'm just short on mana because I went second. And yeah, I mean, we faced a barcode and our really fun deck is going to lose as a result. And that does feel very frustrating, I will admit. It would be a far superior experience if this was not so common. You kill the 3/5. It doesn't really help me, right? Are we dead and Year Power? Is it clear? Yeah, we need more than that, though. I actually think they need... 7 mana. Shooting my guy? Summoning guys. He's playing another thing? Another cultivation. It's too bad. Ever buy me anything? No, not really, right? Patchwork can't do anything. A frustrating game. JHJYHW. I mean, it's like it's so clear when it's a barcode deck, right? Like it is. Regardless of how good they make the meta, like anytime that happens to you, if you're a new player, like if you're a casual player and you know that experience is possible, then again you just never play, right? Let's promise 30-0. Unfortunately, we hit the barcode portion of the night. If they have legend card back barcodes, yeah. I mean, they buy them and then they keep the accounts, right? I've seen it before 1,000 times. Oh well, it is what it is. Get the legend card back. Yeah, you buy the account and then you just keep it, right? You chock full of gold. Make it to legend, you get all this gold, you get to retire 500 decks or whatever. You can be a barcode deck and just play it once you buy it, because you bought an account for $5, right? Why would you go and buy another deck if you can just take it to legend? You have all the cards now. Anyway, they've been selling barcode decks for years. Why would some not have kept their account and made it to legend? It's a little silly to think that every single one of them would be deleted in perpetuity. Why would that happen? How much is a barcode account on average? Like $5, $10 maybe? You can buy barcode accounts preloaded with legend card back. Sorry. You can buy those. You can buy them with 100 packs. You can buy them with preloaded collections. Of course, some of them are going to have different card backs. That's all possible. Fighting a good fight on Asia, it's safe to say that more than 3/4 of the opponents are barcodes. Yeah. That, does not surprise me. Does not. Buying an account preloaded with all this stuff is, you know, 50 times, 100 times cheaper than actually trying to buy a collection or whatever. So it makes sense that people do it. You know, you'd think that Blizzard would be more proactive with addressing it. That part doesn't seem to be a priority for them. You know, Army of the Dead's kind of nice too, but I don't have any corpses. You can buy barcode accounts that specifically say legend legend ranked, legend card back. I don't think it's a determining factor that they are not purchased. It's a lot of corpses if I do get my armies of the dead. It's a play for next turn too.
Easy there.
What if I give it +3/+3, then I just shoot it with this thing? Freezing trap. Well, I could still shoot it. But next turn I can play a 2 and a 3. That might be okay. Anyway, I've talked about another aspect of it. Is the fact that you know they're out there, like, just diminishes the experience, even if that's not a barcode, which it almost certainly is, right? Like, just knowing that that's such a common occurrence diminishes the entire experience, even when you're not playing against a barcode. It, you know, it undermines the integrity of the entire game. You know they're out there.
No one's going to believe this.
Quickly.
Really want to play that. I really want to play that. Shoot there, I trade there. I'm just gonna take this. Get a 0 cost level 2 excavate rush. Knight?
For the master.
Okay. I don't like leaving the 4 power up, but I hate that 1 drop, so what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That's not good. I have Army of the Dead. I have Remorseless Winter. He has a hat. He's wearing a literal hat. I have Howling Blast too. I drew garbage. Well, wait, I thought I was farther along on this little journey than I was. Yeah. Worse on my mana, but it does match up well with that, right? Whenever an enemy minion takes damage, destroy it. Get another taunt? Yeah, let's soak up a fair amount of damage here. Or he may have wanted to go face or trade off one of the other minions. Kind of can't do that now. Whenever an enemy minion takes damage, so let's go here. And then let's go here. And this is still like a face-based secret. We can have a little bit of breathing room to get our 7 down. More hyenas. Have more AoE. It's wearing a hat. A hyena wearing a hat. I can shoot it. Alright, it might be explosive. I hope it's explosive. It's wandering. That's the second best option. That we get on 3? 6, 7. It's good, but I think what I'm gonna do is actually just take off a lot of these instances of damage and try to rely on the 1/1 taunt a bit here.
Can you feel the gift of the sun?
Yeah, what this card does. Has 1 attack for each beast you control. Beast we control.
And serve your
2,
king.
3. I'll take the free trade. And then how do we spend the 4? Not that I think it really matters at this point. I haven't really played anything big. But I guess playing this and having the rat and then being able to just go rat and this is probably like unbeatable at this point, right?
Do you like to play with fire?
I just don't think it's possible to lose from here.
Created a temporal anomaly.
Maybe it is. I feel like it might not be possible. Have you been bullied by Redbeard? If so, Dreads, I am offering free legal counsel in an upcoming tort case where we sue him for emotional damage. Emotional damage. Wow, that was catchy when he said that, remember? You don't know anything about legality. You don't know anything about legal advice. How are you going to help anybody? That's the real question. How are you going to help anybody?
Astronomical.
Penal advice. That's a little different. The only thing Poet knows about the law is to stay 100 feet from a school. He doesn't know about that just because it was court mandated. Maybe he does know about it. That might be. How are you, John? GG. We did our best, Rudy. Good lord, we did our best.
The light heals all wounds.
All will serve me.
I guess I don't want to keep that in my opener, but I want to draw it relatively early, like on turn 2 or 3. I swear, man, these outcast cards, or what do they call them? Over quick draw cards? Absolutely never work for me. Never. Almost never. The percentage of time that those cards like actually work for me has to be so low so far. How is this possible? That while I'm whining about one overdraw card, I'm getting screwed by the other. It seems so patently unlikely. I'll play Paladin in Arena. Oh! How to play Paladin. Take all the Divine Shields, all the Discovers, all the Dragons. Take the 0 mana board clears. That's for starters. Pretty good. My deck is very corpse dependent. I have 2 Reskas. Is Top D still here? I was promised 30 wins, he said. Well, who's the idiot that promised that? That's what I want to know. Just trade the 4-2 and be done with this farce. It's called Farm Start in Your Hand for a reason. That's clever. That's clever. Nobody would ever accuse you of not being clever, would they? Certainly not the guy from Jurassic Park. He kept calling you a clever girl. Just pick the Earth and Might cards. Yeah, take a Disciple of Amatus is really insane. The card's good. If you get offered 6 of them, take all 6 of them like that other guy in chat.
We do what the living cannot.
Wrangling whelps is harder than it looks.
Who's ready for wrangling?
Who's ready for a wrangling? I ain't ready for a wrangling. Let's shoot here. Is that an undead? No. I can just play this and hold this, even though it feels bad. Any turn in the first, like, 9 turns that I don't spend all my mana, I feel bad. I feel like I've been mana inefficient, which I have. But this game is going to play out win or lose with the Reskas. That's the key, right? Win or lose. Do it with the Reskas. Well...
The citadel stands strong.
Shoot is 4/4 or shoot is 2/1/2. Like hero power. This thing's not an undead. Looks kind of undead. I hate not using the corpses. I mean, even if he like, let's say, clears the whole board, maybe the 1/1 kills the 4/1 this way. We miss a little bit of face damage. I hate dealing damage to anything that, you know, when I don't kill it, but what are you gonna do? I drafted Trash Elemental Shaman instead. I have not drafted a single good or fun shaman personally. This card is actually, funny enough, quite good about answering this card. Very few things are. Very few things are that efficient at answering it. But a bunch of crappy 1/1s for 4 mana actually does a pretty good job. What was like the best way to answer this card in the past? What was the best way? I don't know. In the past. Now it's like Possessifier is probably pretty good. You don't even have to be on board. You deal with most of it with a Possessifier. You just need some power on the board. Rush deals 1? I don't really know. Fireball Ping? Fireball Ping's pretty good. Fireball Ping. But even then, you're giving up a pretty valuable, you know, base damage or removal spell. And 6 mana, you're spending 6 mana to kill a 7-drop. That in that scenario has already left a 1/1 taunt, so you're probably just breaking even. Possessifier? Yeah, I think in... Are you just copying me? Polymorph? Yeah, like single target removal. Polymorph? Mind Control? Hex?
None may steal our secrets.
None may steal my what? Place, I can take so much. I just need him to start playing like 50/50s. What does this card say? Draw 2 1-health minions from your deck. I have one there and I have one there. Honestly, the first Reska feels kinda worth it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna put another one on the board. Why not? That's 0. It's good for me though. And then I have another one. Good lord. I'm telling you, this might be the best deck to ever go 12-2. You fucking worm. I told the guy who asked about Paladin to draft this card. Destroy my whole board and stuff. Seems good. I mean, he has 10 mana and 2 cards. It's not the end of the world. Unless he draws like 15 cards. Then it starts to get a little dicey. Then it starts to get a little dicey. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I'm still here. I bet he's thinking he's up against a purchase deck for sure. 100%. Which he kind of is, because we're forced to retire decks too now. So the overall card quality of every deck goes up. Any deck you play goes up. And the rewards stay the same, so you make less. Not good. We have enough gold that we can play as much arena as we want, so... And we don't want to play the bad decks, because they can't be competitive against the true purchase decks. So, it's cyclical in that way.
King versus
He doesn't have shit, Rudy. He doesn't have shit, he just is shit. The shit. I'm rooting for him.
Will serve me in death.
Yeah, you definitely play that game and think, well, fuck. I'm up against the purchase deck. This sucks. Would that be the case for some of your opponents too? In what way? They're retiring decks? Sure, yeah. I mean, yeah, of course. They're buying decks and they're retiring their bad decks. And everybody's sort of been forced to do that because Blizzard has not changed anything about Arena in that regard or addressed the horrendous botting problem that they have. So, yeah. Unless you're talking about something else, then sure.
I'm the snake in your boot.
This could be good. This could double trade. You could free trade one. Weekend 3 and 1. Try to catch back up. Something bad? Oh, fuck. So good for him. Well, I've got a pretty good answer, my good lord. It's so good. Canary ain't really what you want right now. Because if he plays a Yeti, I could just throw a Yeti back to try to catch back up a bit.
Wrangling whelps is harder than it looks.
What do I do about that? Do this and get a 3-cost treasure? 3-cost treasure is probably pretty strong here, right? Clear it all. Do all minions give corpses or only undead? All minions give corpses, except for risen minions, which are cards that basically you need to spend corpses to get. So like this will summon 2 mana, 2/2s. This is a bad example. Like cards from Army of the Dead, it says summon Risen Ghouls. So it's 5 mana to use 5 corpses up to and get 5 2/2s. Those 5 2/2s won't give you more corpses, if that makes sense. These ones I think actually do. Reska. Howling Blast, not bad. These ones actually do give you corpses because they're not risen. It'll specify risen, but yeah, everything else, like Brewmaster gives you 1, Undead gives you 1. These all give us 1. So these ones actually fuel themselves. Most cards don't fuel themselves. The cards that use corpses usually summon risen minions. That card should probably summon a risen minion. And the fact that it doesn't is actually a little confusing to me. I need this. Before I do that, so if I cast the rat, I can at least get this guy back with lifesteal. You see what other 2 cards were the tracking discarded? I didn't look. I don't think you do get to see though. They're not discarded anymore. Their tracking doesn't work that way anymore. Tracking used to discard the 2 cards you didn't choose from your deck. Now you just pick one of them. I'm stuck in Warrior Purgatory. I played Warrior 8 times in 12 games. Every game went to fatigue and took 40 minutes. That's not good. That's not what you want, in my opinion. If it's freezing, this is really annoying. If it's bait and switch, it's not that annoying. I need 10 mana. I need 10 mana with the rat. And then I can just do all of this stuff. Or I can just summon the rat, get a giant lifesteal. I think I'll just play this for now. I'm not under that much pressure. Plus I'm gonna get a lifesteal with Rush and Reborn and Divine Shield and can't be targeted. It's kind of insane. But I don't lose it here. I don't know how big it is. Oh, I'm stupid. I don't need that much mana because this costs 0. If it costs 4, I would need those things. Brew it back. I guess I might as well just do this. And then what I want is to brew back my rat next turn. Twice. Copy it and then brew it. Hey, what's up, Zane? How are you, man?
Masterful. I concede.
Alright, Infinite is great. We've got to get 5 more wins out of this deck. We have to try.
The Lich King versus Gera.
Victory or death! All will serve.
I don't want to keep Reska, the pit boss, but I'd like to draw it at some point. I guess I will keep Body Bagger. We want farm hands, but not on turn 1. We want farm hands on turn 2 or later. For having played 9 games, we've cast so few farm hands at optimal moments.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
Oh, thank God. I thought for sure we were going to draw it then.
Yeah, me have that for you.
Glory! I'm here for the gold!
It's from the Sky Raider. We can hit it and then brew it. Okay, fuck it. I complained, I whined, I bitched, and I moaned. Let's take that for next turn. This card really needs a nerf. Really needs a nerf or a ban in Arena. If they're not going to adjust anything about it, they should ban it, but that card is dumb. You shouldn't get a fairly statted 3-drop and a Dr. Boom on turn 3. Doesn't make sense.
One dose solves
The fires of
problem.
burn bright.
The nerf is not letting red draw it. The nerf is letting red draw it on turn 1 or 2 without the coin. It can even discover Malignant Horror if you really hate your opponent or if you hate yourself. Winning in such a way, despicable. But yeah, Malignant, it can get the banned Poison card. It can get, that's the worst hit. It can hit all sorts of egregious BS. If it hits face, I think I'm just gonna play this. I hate this game. And all those who choose to play it, including myself. It's the double-digit gamer, Redbeard, always going for the 07 wins. XD, we had 4 12-win runs in a row today. We're going for a 5th right now. What do you think about that? You think, like, it's pretty cool? Think Arena's pretty stupid?
Candle but slighter.
Drink with me, friend.
You played some Dreads decks? Oh, my decks were terrible, but I played XD level game. I was playing XD level Arena, equivalent to Battlegrounds, without getting XD level luck. I was actually getting Dreads level luck with XD level skill. My god. It's terrifying. Terrifying to behold. Playing on hard mode, I feel that. You've excavated twice, you can make stuff cost like nothing, which we have. Or we can play Corpse Bride this turn. I guess I would rather just play Corpse Bride this turn, because I put an abundance of stats on the board, and we get a good thing back for our rat, right? We now get a 7/7. I guess we were going to get a 7/7 with Taunt. We have to delay that whole process by a turn. Here I can do this, and then get the rat if this dies. I played a sponsored card game yesterday. Made me want to watch Arena again. You know, nobody wants to watch Arena, but sometimes you have to come and say hello. I think you and I think we're friends, right? Let me ask you something. If you ever had 10,000 viewers, would you still be my friend? Like if tomorrow...
Have I ever told you that you're my favorite redhead? Red-bearded streamer that plays Hearthstone?
Hey, Master Sensei, thank you so much for the 19 months. You're my favorite viewer that subscribed with Twitch Prime recently. Like if you had 10,000 viewers next week, like Duo BGs popped off, Summit was playing with you, would you still take care of me or no? Or would you be like, nah, fuck that guy? Unless I get 100k. What if it was you and Summit playing? Would you, let me ask you a question. If it was you and Summit playing Duo BGs and you had 10,000, let's say 15,000 viewers, would you let me play too? Would you be like, hey, like, we've got this pathetic guy, Redbeard, we should really help him out? Because that would be cool. That'd be great if you would do that. If you could commit to that in writing. If I had 100,000 viewers, I'd come here in my office. No, you wouldn't. You'd be laying under a bed of naked socialites. You would not be here. And I wouldn't fault you for it. Is that my 4th one? Please don't tell me it's my 3rd. Oh, thank God. Okay. And then the rat will cost 0. I'm gonna tell Summit that I know another guy with a cap that should play with us. Well, Summit knows me. Well, he knows of me. He probably doesn't remember me. But if you know, that were to happen, someone would be like, oh yeah, the Arena guy, right? I bet he would. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy to forget about old Redbeard. Oh, true, he raided you. What a friend. He raided me twice. I think that's a contributing factor to why I'm able to live. While I'm able to, shut up. Okay, you're welcome. While I'm able to maintain a living still. Crypt. We got raided by Crypt 2 or 3, 4 times. And Summit. And XD sometimes, when we're lucky enough. I played a CS 1.6 with nothing and Summit way back in the day. I guess I should have stuck with CS instead of going to the gym to play ball. Well, you know, it's funny to think about, and like, absolutely, you should have just done whatever Summit did. Or people, you know, everybody who plays games should have just been streaming 12 years ago. You'd be a multi-millionaire playing video games in your underwear, but it's a little easier said than done. Oh, what the heck? I'm winning even when I'm not looking. Pick up what I dropped here. In hindsight, yeah, just like everybody should have bought 57 bitcoins and just retired on a private island of naked people with no deformed poet, right? No? What happened here? Am I disconnected? My mouse ain't working. My opponents are blowing up. I'm not even playing. It's probably payback for the barcodes we were facing earlier. Yeah, it's like, it's really easy. It's funny, right? Because you can just always go back in hindsight and reference 100 things you should have done to be more successful or to be happier, to be rich. And that's boring, right? Anybody can do that. You know, the people like Summit or Crip or Hafu or, you know, whoever
Only be one.
that did those things and like identified those things or did them because they loved them and it ended up working out for them. Like that's really interesting. That's really cool and really deserved, I think. And as I always say, people like Crip and Hafu and Summit and Dreads. Who else? Like, you know, I don't know. Amaz. You could name like 1,000 people. Like, if those people weren't sitting around playing video games in their underwear, with a very small amount of people watching them or almost no one, when there was no money, then I wouldn't be able to make a modest living doing it now. So it's kind of interesting in that way, right? Like they were doing it when there was no security, when they, you know, could have gone to the gym and played basketball or could have worked a regular job and made $40,000 a year, had benefits, put some money in a 401k. They were doing something different. So that's cool. I'm subscribed to both YouTube channels, but when do I get access to Redbeard's Feet Finder account? I would love to sell pictures of my feet and give you free ones that you could lord over everyone else smalls. I would love that. Red stream of consciousness is relatable. I hope somewhat, but not too relatable. Oh boy, you're not gonna believe who I'm facing at 11-2 after playing 8 40-minute Fatigue Warrior games. Have you been playing since last Tuesday? What are you doing here? I can get more value from this later, right? Oh. Sure. Would you want to do arena adventures with someone like you did with Dexter? Yeah, sure. Dexter's very busy these days. I don't have a lot of like streamer friends and fewer streamer friends who would have any interest in playing arena. Like XD and I are friends, but like why would XD want to play arena when he could be young and hot and rich and successful, you know? I have a deal with one of my best friends that if either of us get rich, we're gonna give the other one $200. You want to do that deal too? Sure. What constitutes rich though? When do we reach rich status? Because we both may already be there. How dare you? What's up, Sap? You don't like arena. You're a smart man. You don't play arena. 10 million? Okay, sure. $200? Or $200,000? 200? I'll give you... If I get 10 million, I'll give you $20,000. Sure. Why not? I'll give you 20. 200, sure. All right, put me in for 200 from you. I'll give you 20. I'll get 20,000. If I have $10 million, sure. I'll burn through that in a weekend. Rich is when you go to the grocery store without looking at price tags and buy whatever you like. Well, then maybe I'm rich, bitch. I'm sorry I called you that. I remember when I worked at Target and I made enough money. Okay, hear me out. So I did the math and whatever. You could buy like packs of like tube socks for whatever it was. You could like, maybe they were on sale or something. I could buy as many tube socks as I wanted. This is true. I thought about this once. So many that I could wear one pair a day for a year and throw them away. It was like $350. You could get like a year's supply of one-use socks. I mean, you could wear them more if you wanted, but if you only wanted to wear them once, you could. And I remember thinking at that moment, I was like, oh yeah, I'm rich. I wasn't. But it didn't take that much to keep me happy. Maybe that's a lesson to us all. That's not true. I do that out of laziness and I am not rich. Well, cat lies, so that's once a year. Tax return day. Well, my tax day these days are very different and they are not what I would call enjoyable days. They're not days that I enjoy. 3 mana. Wait, 2 mana? Oh my god. I thought I was getting the thing back. Oh, I gotta play the rat next turn? That removes nothing. Oh my god, I thought I was getting the rat here. Win a 50-50? Hero power? Okay, hold on. Hero power, hit it? No, I can't. I have to do it like this. It's not an undead bird, is he? Crazy. Still going with the DK? That win streak with 1 life, yeah. I buy a lot of Hearthstone cards with 10 million. I wouldn't buy a single Hearthstone card. Why would I buy any Hearthstone cards? You were rich and you still are compared to the world average? Yeah, anybody on a computer right now watching Redbeard probably is, technically, right? I hope that things get better for everyone in the future. I really do. I really do. I need one of my 2-drops. I need, Projectionist? I don't know what I need. Okay, is it time now? Epic. What do you mean, epic? It gets +2/+2, right? So it'll be a 7? This is what I thought I was doing last turn. God, I love that lag. Pretty good res? Yeah, this is good. That's what I thought I was doing last turn. Might be technically rich, but if we're here, we're probably culturally poor. True. True. It's true. I'm considered poor in my country. Would never play this game again if I had $10 million. I would not play Hearthstone Arena.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light again.
Come on, dude. That one, no. That one was for me. I was the one that was supposed to be resking. Maybe I will Reska. I have one in my deck. Can you hear Power Plus Location? Sinister Soul Cage. Yeah, they'll both die at the end of the turn, though. Oh, actually, I think that would be lethal, huh? Or is that? Yeah, I think that would be lethal. Good call. I wouldn't have done that. Hopefully, no. Hold on. I think it is lethal, huh? Oh, you have lethal. Oh, wow, I have rescue. Dude, I would have probably done this. Okay. So it's this. And this. And this. And this.
Reach for the sky.
And this.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light again.
0 mana, you can do it? Ogre card is better than Reska. Disgusting lethal, I love it. That was good. I don't think I would have figured that out. This is some Neo Greg type lethal. He is so good and so smart. I don't know if you were watching. I was watching Dose yesterday. If Dose is here right now, I'm gonna look. I normally wouldn't call people out, but if he's here, he has to write something. Especially when I'm about to tell this story. That guy's good at the game too, man. And then I thought, like, what if Dose and I I was thinking, what if we did like a co-op or something? And he'd be talking about that. I'd be like, what the hell are you talking about? How could you, yeah, just do it if you think it's right. Understand anything? He was cracked out of his mind on espresso yesterday? For sure. That dude was cracked out of his mind. Just blitzed out of his gourd. Dose is a higher plane of existence? Yeah, Dose is really good. I thought he was just a pretty face. An energetic and enigmatic figure. But it turns out he's just like super smart too. Totally suited. He was wearing a zoot suit at the time. He was wearing his zoot suit. His Maltesian Sunday zoot. You should do a co-op. I asked him one time. I did, and he'll tell you this, the truth. I asked him, and he said, "Oh, Redbeard, I can't do it." It's like, okay, well, I gotta go to bed later. Something about, you know, the audio and stuff. I understand where he's coming from too. Setting up the audio to do things like on the fly can be hard. Setting up Discord calls to record and stuff. I asked him. He said I wasn't famous. That I believe. He is big on fame. He only respects those fame. Called me a nerd. Pushed your face into the sand, made you eat sand. Kicked out your fire pit with your s'mores. Took your girl. Warlock and hyper-analyzing the game. Is it life coach? He wasn't really life coaching it. It wasn't taking 45 minutes to explain his thoughts. It was going pretty quickly. But I know what you're referencing. Oh my god, I should have shot it with a rock. Although maybe this is better. Like if he plays a 4-3 now, I can't free trade a 4-3. Whereas I can just free trade a 2-3 and then shoot the other thing. You play and have him do commentary. His famous voice lines like eggplant and kekt. He plays. I do the commentary. There are no famous voice lines. All money earned goes directly to the Boys and Boys Relief Fund. Fake charity that I set up. where I'm the sole proprietor of. Dose thinks he's doing good work for the world. The poor fool. Said, don't you have a clip of him? Ugh, mobile. Oh, you blew that one. Any guy, was he lurking here? He better come back and write something. 5 taunts? 5 frickin' taunts. 5. Not today. Not tomorrow. Both are undeads. What is such fart? Maybe it breaks his Highlander deck or something. Free stats, free stats. This time the warrior game took 20 minutes, but I managed to smork. Well, if it started when you said it started in chat, then that started like 3.5 minutes ago. Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. Your perception of time may be skewed, Xander. I've been there too. Zooted out of my mind on espresso with dose of coffee. I thought our charity was the rehoming the native species back to Boner Island. Us. There's multiple charities. There can be multiple. Love to get another win. Hold on a minute. What's going on over here? Oh, that can't be good. Got another one of those? Of all the people to be zooted out with on coffee, Dose would be a good one. Sure as shit wouldn't be a bad one. Epic treasure. Epic treasure. Yeah, 4 health is 4 health. I get to take his armor down. As much as you can chip away at the armor against the warrior, I think it matters. Things like sanitize, shield slam to a lesser extent, other crap. General Vesex or whatever. I got hit by 30 of those in one game. And one yesterday. Those said he used to sleep 2 hours a day and almost died. What? Really? Sometimes I sleep in 2 or 3 hour increments since streaming. But I'm on a pretty good routine, but it's almost kind of bad. Lately, I've been going to bed at like 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. Instead of, in the past, it had been 5 or 6 maybe. But I've been going to bed at like 8, 9, 10 and getting up at like 5, 6 o'clock. Which... I'm gonna save it. I need my big hitters too. It's crazy like how much support I need to make a lot of this stuff work. You're crazy? Yeah? Hey Red, how are you? Hope everything's going well. Yeah, pretty good. As good as you are at Marvel vs. Capcom, Rudy will beat you? Oh, you ain't beating Rudy. Not a chance. Not when he pulls a Cyclops out. And that's before the match even started. What was I saying? Dose? Oh yeah, so I'm on a pretty good routine right now, except I go to bed and it's kind of dark, and then I wake up and it's dark. I really feel like I haven't seen the sun in like, since daylight savings changed or whatever. I have to find Reska, I think, to beat this 10-win warrior. I think we have to find Reska. Today? What did we have today? Our druid went 10? Actually, our druid before this went 10. We had a Rheastraza druid deck, but we had 2 dupes. It was pretty good. We had to fight really hard to win some of those games. That Rheastraza went 10. We had a rogue that went 5? It was a really fun rogue, too. What did we have? We had a cool legendary. I don't know what we had. It wasn't Tess. Oh, we had Puzzle Box of Yogg-Saron. Prison of Yogg-Saron. And I thought that could have gone 6 or 7 maybe, but it also could have gone 3 or 4. Oh, there's our Reska. Alright, so how do I guarantee I get this big thing from him? I can't, right? I can't guarantee it. But I could win a 50-50. Nice. Nice. Is there a way to guarantee that? I don't think. But that's okay, because now we got Reska in the pool. And we can, like, do stuff with Reska. We can get 2 Reskas next turn. We're going to see the Druid run on YouTube? I marked it, so I think so. I should check our YouTube. I haven't really been looking. Been so busy, man. I've been so busy, I feel like, trying to, like, make Rumble YouTubes and stuff. Let's see. View your channel.
Look what I found.
Incredible, this rogue is absurd. They're always absurd. Alright, make sure you watch that one. Wait, when are these from? I only got 2,500 views. I'm gonna hit the thumbs up button. Cool run, I'm glad you decided to upload it to YouTube. I beg refuge. And this time, he did it thanks to him. Gibberish. Ooh, but isn't this just it?
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light again. Buried dead or alive. Take a good look. You ain't never seen a
It doesn't matter. I guess I'd rather have an 8-1 than a 2-1.
Take a good look. You
Take the
ain't
2-1
never
now.
seen a light again. Buried dead or alive.
Sure. Push the 6. Oh no! Trying to brew that back. Fine. Fine. Sorry, commenting on YouTube during our future YouTube run. Second best option. What the shit? That's a 1-mana 10/10? Disgusting. Despicable. Yeah, the Druid run I marked, so it was a really cool run too. I feel like the good runs this meta are really cool. That's a good play. Give me a 1-1. Where's my Reska? It might not matter, but still.
I gotta move.
I got the beat. Lost my Reska here. I bent my Wookiee.
Sharp gadgets and steel.
Alright, here's the question. Am I gonna lose? Oh no, I was gonna say I lose another 50-50. I'm not gonna lose another 50-50. That's great news. Alright, so we're going, Reska's gonna be an 8, but I need a lot of space. So let's just trade some of our, like, shitters, and we'll do the math in a moment.
Drink with me, friend.
Holy shit. Holy shit. I need board space. Here, you know what? I know it looks a little crazy. I need board space. Because I'm getting his card plus another Reska.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light again.
Oh, you got me.
Yeah, it could have been played better, but it could have been played worse. F that guy's minions. He played a 1-mana 10/10 taunt. He played 4 detonation Juggernauts and Smalls. They're ours now, okay? El Torretero. Straight piped him. That was piping. We got one more win to get, guys. If you haven't hit the follow button, please do so now. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit the like, the subscribe, the comment. Was this the best deck you've ever seen, or was it the second best deck you've ever seen?
The Lich King versus Uther. I will bring order.
You could not stop me then. You will not.
Well, we're going first, and I'm going to be excavating at some point. I don't know if I'll be excavating a legendary treasure, but I will be excavating at some point. How long can this go on? For one more game. Win or lose, winner takes all. I guess loser still gets something, right? So maybe they don't take it all.
Job's done.
I'm waiting.
I grant you permission to speak.
Oh, wins praying hard? Yeah. If not, that's okay. I'd rather go 12 now. Not an ideal opener. Yeah, I mean, we have all these good 2s, but they're 2s we want to combo with Reska, so honestly not having them isn't the biggest detriment. If he coins out like a Gorilla Bot, it's actually kind of bad for us, right? That's the opposite of bad for us. All the way down to 17 already. Hopefully he goes face. Oh, he is gonna go face. Let's see. 2 corpses. I get a 1 cost. If I get a 1 cost that I don't want to cast here, I don't think there even is one. Rock. Just rock. Then I could trade this away. Settle with 11 wins? Never. Think the rope? Nope. Play my something. Yep. Wow, 1 mana 1/1. Heal your base for 5. That's pretty good. All things considered, that's pretty good. 11 wins, I was kind of asleep. Isn't it like 11 in the afternoon? I guess that's when I sleep, so I'll forgive you this time. 2 mana, give it +2/+1. Give it Divine Shield. That's not that big of a deal. I mean, his minions are huge. He has 3 minions. His minions, right, Smalls? His minions are huge. They won't be his for long, though. Gonna kill it now. This thing is so good. It should cost 30. It should not cost 20. It's hard to get used to the new camera angle, or do you just need to watch more streams? Oh, you just gotta watch more. Any Rumble today? I don't think so.
Good explorer comes prepared.
I think maybe tomorrow. We're putting out some more Rumble YouTube videos. I think once we release one, it's been a few days. Feels like it's been forever, but it's only been 4 or 5 days. But I recorded 5 videos, so I think when we get a new video up, we can stream some more.
Candle much lighter.
Killing this one. Frosty. Seriously, how do I fix Twitch chat from slowly becoming unusable on Chrome? Is it unusable on Chrome? Why'd you have 2 Northern Navigations? It is a good card, especially if you have excavation synergies. So if you're getting your last piece of excavation, then it's kind of insanely powerful in that instance. But it's all relative to what you're offered. So if you're offered like a 0 mana 0/3 that does nothing, then that card is better, right? Legendary. Okay, so I mean, this game's unlosable if I play it correctly. It's literally unlosable. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14. I need to freeze in this. I need minions to die, but I need Reska to die. Oh, that's good. Let's use another browser. You could use another browser. You can call upon Doogie Howser. You take the 7/7 if we want. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait because it's just gonna get cheaper and cheaper here. I might just kill him here too. We have 4, 6, 7. We have lethal on board this way. And a discounted Reska if he stops us from having lethal here, right? I have to use Chrome for work stuff. I'm always doing work stuff and watching Twitch. Reska. Anticlimactic. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. We could have just won with Reska into another Reska, followed by a 0 mana return of Reska, brewing back our Reska. I predicted the deck would go 30-0, so it did fall short a little bit, but I think we probably got scammed in at least 1 or 2. That Druid game, that Druid barcode. Outside of that, I think this deck could probably win another 20 in a row, probably. This might be the best deck we've ever drafted. It's on the short list of best decks we've ever drafted, for sure. Playing Arena every day on stream for 6 years. Top decks are fun. Yeah, I mean, this is why people buy decks, because when you roll your 1 in 100, you steamroll people and it's really fun. But on that note, I think we'll just end on a high note. You know, we played, we saw, we conquered. What we're gonna do today is go check out a Rumble, Warcraft Rumble enjoyer. Great guy, great stream. I know that game's not for everyone, but for those of you that have interest in Rumble, we're gonna go say hi to him because he's come back here and he's been very supportive. He's been very kind. Streaming's hard. I don't know really what his life is like, but go in and show some support. Spam some emotes. Oh, we should see the rewards. YouTube probably likes to see the rewards. Spam some emotes, cheer him on, say some kind words, drop a follow. And most importantly, as always, remember to have